Hey, Whippersnaps, this is Tortimer the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft Jurassic World Edition. I want to apologize to you guys briefly. This episode is going to be coming up a little bit late. I was having some technical difficulties. A couple of days ago, I tried to load up the world, and it acted as if the the Fossils and Archaeology mod was not installed, because as I loaded the world, it's like, this giant list of blocks will be removed if you load up the world. It's like, that worried me a bit. And I ended up being able to just reinstall the mod, and I think that's fixed it. So that's pretty good. But I've just been so busy. I've been so behind on recordings. I usually try and stay a week ahead, but for whatever reason, I've had some issues with my computer. I had some corruption issues earlier. We had a power outage here a couple weekends ago, and it shut off my computer. When I booted it back up, there was some corruptions, things like that. And then just also with the power outage, it affected our router, so it was really dragging the internet speed. So just doing things has been really tough. But we are back, and this is going to go up a little late, but we are going to have an episode of Jurassic World this week, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Last week, we were doing a bunch of mining, partially because I needed some more DNAs, and partially because we needed some new name tags, because you guys gave me some great name tag suggestions. You gave me some great name suggestions for some of the new dinosaurs we hatched a couple of weeks ago, and so I wanted to go get some more name tags. We didn't end up finding any on that exploration. I didn't find any mine shafts with name tags or dungeons or anything like that, unfortunately. But I was talking, or I think it was Shane in the description, or not in the description, but the comments, who was saying, you know what, just spawn them in there. And honestly, we've named so many dinosaurs with me tracking down vanilla name tags, and one of the suggestions somebody said was, oh, make an AFK fishing farm. But honestly, if I'm doing an AFK fishing farm, and that's all off-camera stuff that doesn't affect what you guys see at all, and that just affects the time I've got to spend logged into this world and things like that, when I could be doing other recordings or something. And honestly, in the end, if it doesn't really affect what's going on with the, like, I'm not going to spawn in like materials for building or something, but if it gets to the point where it's like, okay, the name tag thing is purely, it's not even really, I can't even really say it's for aesthetic reasons, because honestly, like, we can't see that dinosaur is named Sarah, or that dinosaur is named Trinity, but they are, and it's purely just for like our enjoyment, so that we can say, oh yeah, well, these dinosaurs have names and things like that. And so I made the decision based on the encouragement of, I believe it was Shane, and I don't have it pulled up with me, but based on that, I decided that we are just going to spawn in. So I spawned in a stack of them, and we'll use those as we see fit, because it doesn't affect anything but time that either we have to spend or I have to spend just mindlessly wandering around looking for them, or spending time grinding them out, things like that. You know, I'm not going to spawn in dragon eggs, but I mean, we'll go find dragon eggs if we need them. But name tags, it's such an insignificant thing. It doesn't really affect anything but just time wasted, that we're going to go ahead and spawn those in, and we'll use those. Like the person mentioned, we still have to use, grind up the levels and stuff in order to and rename them and all that. So that's what we're going to do. And we thankfully got a ton of levels from mining last episode. Grinding out all those ores has really boosted us up. So we're going to do a little bit of naming today. Let's see. I want to go back. Did I put? Okay, yeah. So I dropped this stuff off here. So I want to start today. I want to grab some of these fossils. Let's grab all of the, well, no, let's, I want to put this back. We'll put these partial stacks back. I'm going to take half the amber for now. All right, and I want to start grinding out these. So let's see, we've got, all right, so we'll put, let's see, I think we've got 4 of these. So I'm going to put some of that in there. Right, yep, and that's going to take away. Let's see, we got one here. We'll put some of those in there. Just kind of work our way down the line here a little bit. Oh, and we got a couple of extras, but that's okay. I'll put some of the frozen meat in these. So let's put frozen meat here and frozen meat there. All right, perfect. And then we've got some ambers, which actually we'll let's do this. There we go. And then we'll put these like that. Alright, so let's drop some amber in here. Amber in there. We'll put some fossils in there. Fossils in there. Fossils in there. And put some in there. Alright. We got a couple more down there, but that's alright. And we've got these relic scraps, which I'm going to put in here for now, even though that's not really where they belong. But yeah, so while these kind of tick away, I wanted to get going on a new project with you guys today. Since we've got several... Let me let me run out here really quick because I want to look at the map briefly. Now that we've got almost 2 full sections of the park, not complete, but functionally in place enough. God, I love how the mammoth thing looks on the overview. That looks great. But since we've got these 2 sections of the map the park pretty well in place, I wanted to do a little something up here at the front of the park to kind of make it feel like it's, you know, a soft opening sort of thing. And so what we're going to be doing, first we're going to go sleep because I really don't want to have to deal with monsters while we're trying to do some work here. But I come up with a little design for a ticket booth, and somebody had mentioned that a while back, and I apologize if it was you. I don't remember. It was something I'd had in mind myself. That looked like it was moving there for a second. It's something that I've had in mind myself previous, and then somebody else mentioned it. It was like, yep, we're definitely going to do that. So we're going to definitely do it. And I want to make a little ticket booth up near the front of the park here, and we'll get a little villager in there to man it or something, but it's just going to be up here near the front entrance so that for when people arrive, we can sell them tickets, and then we can move on. And they can come into the park and enjoy all of the fun things that we are building. Look at all the amazing dinosaur attractions, things like that. So Monster, Locke, and Nessie are all doing good here in the lake. I really love having these guys up front here. Someday soon we'll work on the boardwalk here because I want to do some decorative stuff, some detailing work there. But let's run over here. I've stored up a little bit of supplies for this. Let me chomp down there a bit. Alright, so we've got some chiseled stone brick, some dark oak, carpenter stairs, and slabs. Let's start there for now. Alright, so this thing is going to be, let's see, I want to find the center here. Alright, and so let's do that right there. 2, 3, 5, and 2, and there. So it's just going to be a little thing. We don't need anything real big and impressive. It's going to sit there in between the entryway on this side, so as people come into the park, they can buy things. All right, so then I want to put. I'm going to try and bring in, you know, all of these builds. I want it to feel like it's part of the same park, and so, you know, things we're going to try and bring in, just like we tried when we did the fencing first, and then we came over here and started working on the visitor center, and we had done the entryway before we did the visitor center, and so I tried to combine the entryway style and the fence style into the visitor center. And in the same way, I'm going to try and combine some things that we pulled from the visitor center and some of these other things into this build here. So to start with, we actually need to go, and we need to put, nope, need to put some stairs here. Perfect. Grab these. Alrighty, we'll get these out. Alright, so this is going to be the main body of the place, and now let's see, I want to put 2, 3, 4, start, 3, 4, there we are. Oh, no, wait, I don't want that on the front here. All right, so then on the front, let's put this stuff in our inventory real quick. I want to grab the glass here. Now, let's see. If I remember correctly, it was this, let's see, how do I get that out? 1 second. Can I break this? There we go. Alright, and we get everything back. That's kind of nice. Alright, let's pop this down real quick and replace that. I always forget that you can't just place things on top of the carpenter blocks. It gives you like a a thin covering layer, which is actually could be really useful for some things, but when you're not thinking about it, it ends up being annoying because you're just like, ah, crap, I gotta replace it. Okay, so oh, don't shift though. I actually want this block to go into the Carpenter block. There we go. All right, perfect. And then we'll do that. Awesome. And then I want to do one more layer on each, and then we'll come across like this. Perfect. So we've got kind of the glass on the front here, and I actually want to put some bars there. You'll see, like, you know, they'll have a little gate or grate or whatever where you can, you know, pass things through or whatever, but I think that's probably to prevent robberies or something, but you see it on a lot of ticket booth sort of things, so we'll put it in place on ours because why not? Let's do it up, right? Okay, and then nope, I want that in the inventory. Let's see, I want to grab this, and let's just grab all of this at this point. We've got the inventory space for it. All right, now let's see. I want to do. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I think this will go here. And I'm going to leave a little opening on the back for now. I don't actually intend to have this accessible in general, but I think that given the fact that we're currently working on it, and we also will at some point, I guess, need to get a villager in here, so we'll leave it open for now. We'll probably end up getting the villager over here by means of one of our teleporter blocks or our colorful portals, but we'll leave that in place for now. Okay, so we're using some of the stone here. Okay, so that probably is going to need to be smooth stone slabs if I remember correctly. Other than that, though, I think we're looking good. Okay, so let's clear this out and that out. Alrighty, and switch out. I think that's all the clay we're using in this one. So we're using, you know, you guys will recognize some of the stuff similar from some of the other builds we've done, obviously, with a little bit of its own kind of flair. We're working some of the dark oak wood in from the visitor center. We're working, obviously, the stone, and all this is reminiscent of, you know, our stuff over here. Now, on the front here, let's see, we got our wedges. Let me go ahead and, perfect. I'm gonna do that, and, oop, nope, that's not what I want. Okay, so wait, I think I might need to do, nope. There we go, and then, nope. These things are a little tricky. Alright, on the bottom, nope. Nope, let me pillar up here just a little bit, see if getting a different angle on it will help. Nope, apparently not. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. But actually, I want this to go like, yes, like that. I think that is what we want. No. I don't think it wraps around, actually. I think that was one of the designs I was doing, but I don't think that's what we're doing in the final version. All right, and then we want the Carpenter's fences here. We'll have to grab our hammer for this point. And I want to put some fencing here. There we go. But I want, let's see, we'll do that. And I want to do, and get rid of that. There we go. Looking good, looking good. All right, while we are doing this, let me jump here. Run up top here, I guess whoop, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna put these in the corners, and then we need our stairs back. There we go, here we are. Perfection. All right, I think that's all for the stairs, just my slabs, there we go. Slab, 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 slab. All right, and then I think how to do this. I think I just had rid of that. I think I just had this like that. Let me take a look at it. Yeah? Sure? That might be right. We'll go with yes for now. I may tweak it again later, but we'll say that's correct for the moment. Alright, so then we actually need to get rid of this momentarily, and I want to put dark oak wood there, dark oak wood there, put that out, dark oak wood there, dark oak wood there, and we need our stairs back, or stairs, it's a fence. There we are. Oh, wait, no, that one went in incorrectly. Okay. Did I get my log back? I don't think I did. All right. Real quick. One more time with feeling. All right. Grab my logs. There we go. Yes, that is the way it should look. All right, perfect. Perfection. There we go. Alrighty, and then I want to put spruce in here, I think. Alrighty, and then on the front here, these slopes are going to be a bit of a canopy. So let's see, and I'm using the cyan because we've used a lot. Well, I've got the cyan clay here, and we used a lot of the cyan clay and glass over there, so we'll just kind of use that as kind of a tie-in as well. And we've got a little bit of a canopy on the front of this thing, and then on the back, in fact, let me I want to make our entryway right here, and let's pop these out of the way because I want to put that there and this here. Now on the back here, we're gonna have to do a little bit of running around the park because I want to do, let's do a 2x3 for the moment. Oh, actually this floor needs to come out. Grab this really quickly. Gonna put some spruce down in here as well. There we go. And I'm gonna put torches here for now. We probably will end up putting lighting. We're becoming night, so let's see. What is that gonna give me in here? Let's see. Block length 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 12. Okay, so that's sufficient. We'll leave that there then, and that should light this up just nicely. All right, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and I've got those in there. I want this to be kind of a map of the park in behind the villager, and so I think that's pretty well how this thing's gonna look for the moment. Let's run back here just briefly, and we'll take a look. I love it standalone. I may, now that I've actually built it in and among all of this, I may have to tweak this a little bit. Especially, that might stand out too much for me. That might stand out just a bit too much. But I'll play around with it a bit in a bit here. A bit in a bit. All right. But yeah, so here we go. That's basically it. I'm gonna get let's make some maps. And then we're going to get a villager over here. So let me dump off these extra supplies. Ooh, let's get this off our screen too. Let's dump off our extra supplies, and then we're going to do a little bit of exploration of the park here. I've got a couple of extra item frames if I decide I want to do a 3x3, and I made enough maps to do that as well. Let me put this off over here. Right, and we'll grab a map here, and let's just kind of see. Oop, that's not what I wanted. There we go, generating the map. Okay, so that makes it pretty far south here, but look how cool that looks. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so we're gonna say that that's gonna be, in fact, now that well, let's put it right there. Oh, hello there. This is not for you. This is not for you in the slightest. Okay. We can't, because if people come up here, they're going to be able to see the bottom there, and or we can pop it up one even. Maybe popping it up would be the better idea. Let me grab the other item frames, just because I want to make sure we get a good picture of the park, especially of the park, at least as it exists currently. I actually don't have a helmet yet, or currently. My ancient one broke. Alright, so I'm going to grab these. Oop. I've still got to switch out the walkway stuff with the fun glowstone carpenter block trick we learned. I'm going to put this up here for now, because from out here I think we can still see it pretty well, right? People come up here, they'll be able to see the full thing. All right, perfect. Okay, so from here, we need to go... Well, let's head over this way towards... Well, actually, let's get 2 maps. I'm only doing one at a time here because sometimes if you click too quickly, it'll make multiple maps. All right, so let's go. This should be out of the range here. Let's generate this. Looking good. Unfortunately, we used the carpenter blocks to make... Well, I think... No, we didn't. It just generates glass as clear. It's also generating the carpenter blocks as clear, but that's something we can't really do anything about at this point. But let's head over here off the map a little bit. There we go. Let's quickly generate this section. Got some spiders after us, it sounds like. Get this generated. So it's not going to look as, unfortunately the carpenter blocks obviously render as clear. So we're going to have a little bit of issue with some of that. But let's take a look. Okay, so that was that. That was this. Alright, so let's get... Let's get over here, put these up. Grab another one of those. And do that. Because it's that bottom edge of the Carno enclosure. Alright. Hello! Do I have any arrows? Ooh, I do. That's exciting. Can never remember if I've got arrows or not in this world. Alright. Kill the creeper. I'm gonna actually save the arrows for something else. We can kill Zombie Sword, no problem. He at least will not blow up my terrain if I screw up. Alright. Get a little more experience. That'll help us naming things here in a bit. Alright, so let's pop in here again briefly. Let's take a look. Should be clear. Alright. Okay, so this one belongs right here. Looking good. This one belongs right there. Oh, this is gonna be great. This one belongs right there. Whew, buddy. Alright, so we need to go up here. So we're not gonna get a real good picture of the back of the park, but that can't really be helped. We'll get a decent picture, and a couple of these I'm gonna need to pop out, and we'll do another further exploration just so we can fill in these corners and stuff so it flows together pretty well. But yeah, so let's run back to the lab really quick, and then we'll check on how our DNAs are doing as they're generating in there, and then we'll do a little bit of a wandering. Do I have an anvil? We probably have to go back to the dig site to do the anvil, so we'll run back there and we'll do some names as well, and we'll knock those out this episode real quickly. So let's do a quick check on our DNAs. We're not going to hatch anything today. You guys need to stay inside. Alright, so let's check here. Oh, that didn't last very long. Alright, let's clear these out so they can continue ticking along. I really wish sand would stack. That's kind of annoying. Okay, getting some good stuff there. Oh, lots of bone meal that doesn't stack. Awesome. That's frustrating. Ceratosaurus, ooh, Sarco, Stego. Awesome. Raw pork chop, raw beef, raw chicken. That is frustrating. We got an elasmotherium. Okay, that's awesome. We don't need the spider eye. Meat will actually be partially useful. What's you? I'm gonna dump all of this stuff. Oh, not that or that, I guess. But let's dump all of this stuff. The rest of this in here for now. Okay, let's clear this out so these can continue going. Clear these out. Hoping, the one thing from JurassiCraft I'm really hoping for is some Carno DNA is what I would really like. I don't see any Carno DNA in anything we've got so far. In any of this, actually. That's a little disappointing, but that's okay. That's okay. It just means we've got to continue searching, which is not all bad. Paraceratherium. So that's gonna run. No, not enough stuff in the way of that. All right. Anyway, so those are ticking along nicely. grab some of that stuff that we can fit in here. Sand, Velociraptor, T-Rex. I'll have to come reorganize the lab. I didn't really think about that. I'm going to need a couple of chests just for junk, I guess. Alright, so we're going to let these continue on. I'll come back and check on these in a bit, but we've got lots of good DNAs going. Alrighty, so I'm going to start by throwing all of this junk out of my inventory, and then let's move on here. So, let's go back over this way, because we've got a couple of names that we want to do. We've got a good name for the well, all of these are good names. We've got a name for the Dilo, we've got a name for our Brachiosaur, little baby Brachiosaur, this little guy. Not that this isn't the Brachiosaur, but that's the Dilo we're going to name. We got a name for the Brachiosaur, and then we even got a really cool name. I wasn't planning on naming the Coelanith, but now that I've decided that, you know what, it's not worth the effort to go track that. This isn't a vanilla series. I mean, I play it survival, you know, for the most part, but it's not a vanilla series. If it's something that's just causing a lot of headache, and it's not something that's really adding, like, a lot of value, like, I mean, I could have spawned iron in for all these iron bars, but no, I went through the trouble of building an iron farm. So, I mean, we're trying to do this as vanilla as we can, but for the name tags, I just don't think it's necessary. But let's run over here. Got our anvil right there. Let's grab, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 names we're doing today. Alright, so this name is for the Dilo, and this one came to us. It was originally suggested by that girl you love, but then it was corroborated, and most of these were corroborated by other commenters in the comment section, which is kind of what really pushed me over. I normally try to spread around the names that I pick, so like, two of the 3 we're doing today were suggested by that girl you love, and so I normally wouldn't have picked both of them, but given that 2 separate users each corroborated one of her names, and said, yeah, no, that should definitely be the name, I'm like, okay, if that's what the consensus is saying, we'll go with it. So her first suggestion was to name Pickles Mate Jalapeno, which I think is awesome because it's another, you know, kind of vegetable there, and it's also, well, another kind of, I guess you can pickle jalapenos, they don't necessarily have to be pickled, but, and her Pickles Mate is all red, so it's kind of a red hot, you know, thing. Perfect. Jalapeno is the perfect name for that little Dilo. So that was suggested by that girl you love and seconded by Ness. So thank you guys so much for your feedback there. This next one here is coming from, also from that girl you love, and it is the name for our first little baby Brachiosaur, and she suggested we name it Littlefoot, which is obviously a pretty common name for Brachiosaurs coming from Land Before Time. But that was also seconded by Josh, and so I've like, well, if that's what you guys want this guy named, that's what we'll go for. So that's awesome. We've got Jalapeno and Littlefoot, and then this one, which came from the Gaming Bear, or now I guess as he's called, he started a new channel, I guess, named Pink Wafers. But Gaming Bear suggested we name the Coelacanth. We named the Coelacanth Relic, which he said was an homage to Relicanth, which is a Pokemon based off the Coelacanth. So there we go. Alrighty, so these are the names that we've got. Now we also are going to need to do some maps while we're out here. So wait, let's put these up here. Actually, we'll grab Littlefoot, the Relic, and these up here. And I'm going to put out a couple of maps here. Alright, so let's run over here. We're going to pop this name on Littlefoot, who's getting a little bigger. So there we go. Littlefoot is the name of our first Brachiosaur. And as you guys know, we're going to have, well, we're going to have at least 2 more Brachiosaurs in the enclosures here. And then we might have, well, obviously we'll have several in the safari. There are no variants in the Brachiosaurs, so I may not do 2. Well, I probably will end up doing 2 for fossils and archaeology, but yeah. So, all right, so let's head over this way. I want to generate a map kind of over here by the Dilo enclosure anyway, so since we're heading that way to name our Dilophosaur, I figure that'll work out pretty nicely for us. So I'm going to kind of stand right here in the intersection, and we'll generate this map. Should be part of the 9 still at that point that we need. So we'll go ahead and do There's that. We get to see the nice terrain of the swamp and the stego enclosure. That's pretty cool. All right, and then we're gonna need another one further over here, right behind the visitor center, I think. But let's first head in here. We've got to head into the Dilo enclosure. I've got to finalize that path a little bit more. But we've got jalapenos. Jalapeno. I love it. I love it. It's the perfect name for this little guy, especially as a mate of pickle, and just because his spicy coloring, that works out very nicely. So we've got pickles and jalapeno. And that's perfect. We still need to get Nedry a mate, but we will get there. Okay, so this one, it cuts off just before the Dilo enclosure. All right, so let's head over here, kind of about where this actually lets out, and we'll try out another map here, see if we can't capture a little bit more of the terrain. So let's stand like right here. Alrighty, looking good, looking good. Now, what I want to do, I want to run up here. We've got this name tag for Relic, and I want to, first, I haven't checked on this, I want to make sure that this thing even is still here. Crap. I will admit, I have not been over here to check on this since we hatched it, and I guess the experiment was to see whether or not these guys would stick around. As annoying as JurassiCraft DNA is to gather, I was hoping that it would. But since we have unlimited name tags now, I guess we don't need to worry so much about it. We can just name everybody, and then they will definitely stick around. I'm going to drop this name tag off here, and the next Coelanith, the first Coelanith we hatch for the aquarium, I probably won't hatch another one until we do the aquarium, but the first one we hatch for that will be named Relic, because I really like that name. So I'm going to fill this in for now. That experiment was a bust. The Orthocanthus did that to us too. I don't know if it died or if it despawned or what. I need to look into that a little bit more. But let's make a quick pass. Actually, we need to... I think heading through this tunnel will get us into the other sector where we will find ourselves able to make another map, maybe? I feel like we needed to head over this way. The iron farm's in the top corner of this even. Maybe not, maybe not. Well, no, because, yeah, we definitely... let's head up this way a little bit. Keep this one as a... Nope. This one as a guide so we can get off the edge of this map, because with the enclosures over there, we definitely need to capture what's off the edge of this map here. I know for sure. Oh, all right, and we'll generate that there. This section of the map is going to get populated relatively soon, even though it's barren at the moment. Let's head back over to the ticket booth, put these in place. I probably have a couple more I've got to do, but well, now look at the time. But no, let's run back. I want to run back, put these in place so we can see what we've done at least, and then I'll worry about getting the villager and everything over at a later date. But yeah, we checked on our dinos. Everybody seems to be doing good. We got a couple of great new names out there. Littlefoot and Jalapeno were officially christened, so that'll be great. Really looking forward to those enclosures. Well, making the enclosure for the Brachiosaur. The Dilo enclosure is pretty much done. I still would love to find a way, if I can find a nice way, or if you guys can find a nice way to kind of build a smallish Jeep in Minecraft using Carpenter blocks and stuff, especially to kind of make that all fit. I think that would be really cool. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so I think this one goes there. Yep, that seems to fit. This one goes here, and that one goes there. Okay, so we've got pretty much everything we've done so far is going to be in the map. I'm going to need to do another map over here. It's going to be on the mountain above the Allosaur, and then this will... Well, this is further south, so this isn't really part of the park at all, but like this will be probably in the middle here will be like the Dragon Den area and stuff like that, but I'll go ahead and generate those off camera, but... I think it's going to look really nice back here behind the villager. I just think that's going to look really cool. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. I don't know what we're going to be doing next week. I had so much trouble getting enough time and getting technology to work enough to get this week recorded. I haven't really been able to give it much thought, but we'll definitely have some more fun adventures in the park. Probably tweak this again a little bit. I really don't think this stark pillar of this here, maybe I'll switch it just to the stone bricks or something. I don't know. I'll play around with it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Thank you guys so much for the feedback you gave me on the names of the dinos. We still have... I don't know that I saw any suggestions for our new Deinonychus. We have, if you guys remember, we've got a pair of white Deinonychus in there now that we need names for to share that pen with Cinder and Ash. So if you guys have any name suggestions for the white Deinonychus, that would be great. Let's see, can we see them? Are the chickens? Okay, yeah, so they're over there by the door in that corner there. We've got the white chickens there. It looks like they're hungry, so they're killing chickens. Yeah, so we need names for those guys. I'm trying to think. I don't know that there's anybody else that we need names for that's exists currently. But maybe we'll do some hatching of... I'll sift through the new DNAs we got. Maybe we'll hatch some new dinosaurs next week. Some of the dinos for the back of the park. We still have to do the Parasaurs and the T-Rexes. And we actually did get a suggestion... We'll talk about it next time. We'll probably do some work with the back of the park next time, maybe. To get that section started, just so that we can get going on it. But yeah, so we'll talk about that next time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys. And I will see you all back here next time in the Jurassic world. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.